Hello there everybody, how's it going? It's me, your guy Waddles. Hope you're doing well today. Did somebody say Batman? Because if they did, it's actually pronounced Bastion. Okay, sorry. I had to do it for the intro, but anyways, welcome to the 20W16A Snapshot. This morning, on April 15th, 2020, the 20W16A Snapshot released, and piglins are basically no longer homeless, but things aren't looking too good for the piglins at the same time. This snapshot is a big snapshot. This is the snapshot that I have been waiting for. I'm super excited about this one, and there's another feature that has been added into the game that players have been wanting for literally years. The Nether update is basically the best update ever at this point. Today we're going to break down the snapshot, talk about everything new, check out some bastions, and do that type of thing. If you enjoy today's video, let me know by dropping a like, and also, you hear that spicy music in the intro? Yeah, you keep that in your mind. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. Anyways, like, subscribe, notification bell turned on, and let's dive into the 20W16A Snapshot. Oh boy, big snapshot today. The biggest thing in today's snapshot is definitely the Piglin Bastions. Piglins now have a home, and their home looks absolutely amazing. They're really cool looking. But in the snapshot, chains were added, a brand new music disc, which is amazing, maybe my favorite music disc ever now, and portals were added into the game. More on that a little later. There has also been a small change to the Piglin banner pattern. Okay, so I kind of lied, at least depending on how you interpreted what I just said. The Piglin banner pattern has not changed. It looks identical. The thing that has changed about the Piglin banner pattern is where you find it. Piglin banner patterns can now be found inside of Bastions. This is something that a lot of the people in the community kind of saw coming, but yep, it is official. If you want this banner pattern, you'll have to find a Bastion. Next up on our list today is this beautiful red looking music disc right here. So really quick, let's slide into this inventory here. Look at how much this one stands out. This is new. Thanks to Lena Rain, we now have the Pigstep music disc, which is really good sounding. So in the intro, that music that was playing, that was actually this music disc. It sounds unlike anything Minecraft has ever had. We're gonna go ahead and we'll let it play again, just for a second. We'll give it a little bit of a listen. It starts off with a little bit of a hip-hop vibe. It goes for a little while, a little bit of dubstep too going on, and then it just evolves into this thing that is really cool sounding. Oh, that's sweet. This is awesome. I picture like some kind of cool time lapse right there. Oh man, that's a really quality sounding music disc. I love it. The music direction in this update, it's on point. It's really good. You should definitely slide into the snapshot and listen to the disc yourself. Put it in a jukebox, just stand and listen. It's awesome. This is a good music disc. Nicely done, Lena. I love it. It's great. And one more thing about this music disc, it looks cool too. I love the red and the gold. That's really cool. I've always meant to build like some sort of record building in Minecraft. This disc definitely makes me want to do that because it looks like, yeah, I don't know, it just looks so different. It's really cool looking. All around Pigstep, that's the new music. That's the new way. That's definitely the new way. If you thought those changes were big, this one is even bigger, elites, because chains have finally made their way into Minecraft. Take a look at this thing right here. No, this isn't a mod. No, these aren't iron bars. We have real, actual Minecraft chains in the game. Another thing that the players have been wanting for years, especially builders again. Lots of building love in this update. So now, thankfully, chains are actually pretty cheap to craft too, at least in a small scale, a smaller quantity. To craft the chains, you'll need 1 iron ingot and 2 nuggets. Iron ingot right there, nugget, and then you get, boom, 1 chain. So yeah, in smaller quantities, not bad. In larger quantities, that might get a little bit expensive, but I mean, it's probably going to be worth it. Take a look at these chains right here. We have a lantern hanging from the chains. We have a soul lantern hanging from the chains. Of course, that's going to be the predictable use. The lanterns blend in like perfectly. I like how the devs actually match the chain texture to the chain chain on the lanterns. It makes them very, very useful for something like this, which is cool. Now, chains can actually just be placed anywhere. You don't need like a block above them or below them or anything, which is another nice thing. I like that that's a mechanic. I hope that stays. I really, really would not like to see chains being affected by gravity, kind of like lanterns. That would kind of ruin it a little bit. But these chains are going to be great in many, many different build situations. I mean, this right here is just something. It's small. We can pass through here, so they're spaced out enough for players to walk around. So maybe not the best for like a jail, but then again, I mean, that's what iron bars are kind of for. But I mean, imagine this on some sort of gigantic suspension bridge maybe, or maybe like your town gate, something cool like that. Chains are going to be big for decoration. If you've ever used iron bars for chains anywhere, obviously, just swap those out for these things, and things are going to look a whole lot better. And again, I feel like they were a really good price, and I love that they're not affected by gravity. If the devs end up changing that later, I'm going to be big sad. So if you're watching this, any devs, please don't change that. This is perfect. Chains are exactly like, at least I've ever always wanted them. By the way, yeah, you can't walk through them too. If you were wondering, yep, they're big enough to just stop the player's movement. But anyways, chains. It's amazing. I love it. Okay, so just about everything that we've taken a look at so far is big. The changes are very, very sizable in this snapshot, but wait, there's something even bigger than anything that we've seen so far. I think it's time to use the locate command to find a bastion. Now, this bastion is a bastion that I actually already have seen, but I didn't explore it entirely. I kind of just took a look around before making the video, and it's really, really cool looking. So let's go ahead and go over to what is actually called a bastion remnant. So a bastion, it's not really going to be in the best condition. Okay, so I TP'd over to this thing, but I had to back up so we get the dramatic entrance right here. Of course, I have the night vision effect on, so that's what's up with all of this intense glow. But take a look at this bastion structure. Bastions can be found generating in any nether biome except the basalt delta biome. So if you're looking for a bastion, thankfully you don't go to the biome where these things would blend in, which is kind of nice. Now, these structures are absolutely ruined and also absolutely loaded with piglins. The bastions have seen better days. After all, these things are technically called bastion remnants, like a nether fortress is called a nether fortress, or an ocean monument is technically just called a monument. So you can actually slide into these things and walk around. There are like hallways and ways around these things, but it's going to be a little bit of a maze, so you're going to need to be careful. There are loot chests inside of these things, and there's other nice things to be found here, like gold blocks, which is really, really nice. But of course, the piglins are not going to like it if you start messing with their loot chests or start taking their gold blocks. They will all aggro, which is the challenge, the dangerous part about these structures. I am totally super excited to explore these things in survival and give them a good shot. And that's where I'd like to ask you as a question. Would you like to see a video of me exploring bastions? Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at this one, but if you'd like a whole video on that, let me know by voting in the poll that's on screen now. So anyways, loot chest number 1, the brand new music disc right here, and soul speed. We can actually now get soul speed at least a little bit easier. Crying obsidian as well, which is really nice to see. So I think what we're gonna do probably is switch over into spectator, so we can actually look around the structure and see what we have here. I don't really want to miss any loot chests. I'd like to take a look inside of all of them. I did notice though, when I came over here the first time, this spot right here, another brand new way to get nether wart, which is kind of cool. I kind of like this. Hopefully the devs end up putting some sort of blue variant of this in the game, and if they do that, I'd love to see the blue variant be located in the bastions, and then the red variant be in the nether fortress like normal. Anyways, another loot chest right here. I think we're gonna have to go back into creative though to open it, because I have never looked inside of this one. Right here, another music disc. That's kind of crazy. That makes those things maybe fairly common if we can find a lot of bastions. More gold, that's always nice to see. And I see another chest hiding back here. Now, when traveling these things, you're going to need to look at the floor, because there are lots of holes. Hey, piglin banner pattern, and soul speed again. I like it. And what do we have here? Soul speed 2 gold boots. Very nice. The wrong type of boots, but I guess in the Piglin's eyes, those gold boots are perfect. Gold boots are pretty much garbage, though. Somebody tell the Piglins. Anyways, traveling up through here, we have lots and lots of destroyed space. Even more destroyed space. We're back outside of the Bastion now, technically. And now we're going over to this part of the Bastion. So this area is really cool looking. We have like this staircase going down the side of the Bastion. And then down here, this sort of just seems to wander into pretty much nowhere. I mean, that looks like a dead end right there from what I've seen. And then over here, this seems to just be another random hallway. I don't know. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Maybe these go a whole lot deeper than I thought. I have not seen this quite yet. Oh, what do we have here? Soul speed. Very nice. More banner patterns. That's cool. I like the chains in these structures as well. And hey, hold on a minute. We're not as deep as I thought. Okay, so flipping into spectator here, it looks like we sort of just have a lot of hallways that kind of go nowhere. A hidden gold block back there. You can see the side texture, which is kind of nice. Of course, we have lots and lots of these chiseled blackstone blocks, which are cool to see. But yeah, these things are like gigantic mazes loaded with piglins. We will definitely have to be careful when exploring these things in survival. Now, I want to go up here because this room is pretty cool. So if we flip back into creative mode, look at this view. I mean, it's not much of a view because, you know, it's not like a cliff or anything, but it's kind of a cool view of the warped forest biome. And of course, loot chest right there, mending crossbow, which was kind of cool. I did see this one before. And then another one over here with some netherite scraps. So another way to get netherite as well, which is really, really nice. Soul speed 3 right there. That's a pretty good book. And then actually some spectral arrows over here too. Soul speed on the boots, of course. But yeah, spectral arrows as well. I like that the devs are putting some loot inside of these chests that actually isn't really seen very much in the game, like spectral arrows. I really do like that, and it sort of puts it in players' minds. I mean, I always forget about spectral arrows. Maybe you didn't even know they were a thing, but yeah, they are a thing. I don't know how that's going to be handled on Bedrock, though. That should be interesting to see. Another loot chest over here. Let's go ahead and check it out. Crossbows, of course, because piglins, multi-shot. It's not doing the best, though. And then, you know, just more of the Bastion. Doing pretty poorly. I think this is all, yeah, that's all connected there. Overall, though, this Bastion is really, really cool looking. Hey gamers, wanted to cut back in here after while editing to mention that I'm actually looking at the side of this Bastion. I think if I were to go over to the right of this thing and then turn, it would look like the Bastion has a face. I actually tweeted out a screenshot of a Bastion that I found in a different world. You can see a face on the thing. It is crazy. The Bastion is like a gigantic piglin statue, I think. My Twitter's linked down below. Now, in terms of these structures and how they're sort of made up, there are 4 separate pieces to Bastions. Bastions are made up of bridges, hoglin stables, housing units, and the treasure room. Now, I assume that this top area over here, the one with the 2 double chests, is the treasure room. The housing areas, I honestly am not too sure. Maybe that was that low area in the Bastion. Maybe it was more like these top areas. I definitely do plan on messing with the structure blocks a little bit more to figure out which is which. Hoglin stables, though, we definitely don't have any hoglin stables here, at least from the looks of things. If we do, then the hoglins unfortunately did not make it, which wouldn't be a surprise either based off of the looks of these structures. You gotta wonder, what destroyed these structures? That's the setup for some really, really interesting lore. So, that is what one Piglin Bastion looks like. It's gigantic, but that's only one Bastion. I'm sure each and every Bastion is going to have its own touches. They're going to look a little bit different because that's how Minecraft structures work. So, if you'd like to see me dive into more Bastions, check the structures out in their own video, definitely vote in that poll. Tap the I, check out the poll, vote yes, and I will make it happen for you guys because these Bastions, these are super, super cool looking. These things give me so many cool ideas. Definitely an awesome addition. Moving on to the final change, the final addition in today's 1.16 Snapshot. Take a look at this right here. That's right, elites, it's obsidian, but this isn't obsidian that was placed by me or placed by anyone. Broken nether portals are now a terrain generation feature, and to make things even more cool, these broken nether portals exist in both the overworld and in the Nether. So I think it's time for us to actually go ahead and let's just go ahead and fix this portal up and go back to the overworld. Now, as you can see down there, there is actually some crying obsidian as well. So I'm assuming that these are going to generate pretty much the same in the overworld as they will in the Nether, which means we can actually get crying obsidian in the overworld without going into the Nether. That was not possible before this snapshot. That's a lot of land. That's a lot of distance, but we're going to need to go ahead and use the locate command to find the next ruined portal. The next ruined portal is actually pretty much right here, so that's kind of interesting. I'm wondering if these portals are maybe did they generate kind of like linked up? I don't see a ruined portal here. Maybe up here on the floor of the ocean? Yeah, on the floor of the ocean right there. That's a ruined portal. Oh my gosh, and there's a structure around the thing too. I did not expect that. Didn't see that one coming. Okay, so we need to go back into creative mode. What do we have in this chest? Oh, we have some piglin related loot. At least, I mean, I feel like it's piglin related. The gold, right? The nether stuff. Oh, this is awesome. That is really, really cool. Okay, so now big test. Let's see how common these are. We're over at 0, 0. Let's go ahead and locate another ruined portal and see where it takes us. Oh, this one is way closer to here. Is it going to be in the ocean again? No, thankfully it's not. Awesome. This one is inside of a snowy tundra biome with netherrack around it. Wow, this is big. Never before has there ever been the hint, the suggestion of the nether portal actually built into the game. Players had to just sort of do it, and then hey, it works. But now that is no longer the case. What do we have over here? Some gold. This is some decent loot here. This is going to be big for speedrunning Minecraft, I think. This is sort of a game changer and a really, really cool structure to find. I love this. Is there any other hidden chests here? I kind of doubt it, but let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, no hidden chests around here. Just a little bit of netherrack and a portal. Oh, wow. This is awesome. Now, the next big question is, what happens if we go ahead and fix this portal up? Just like that, we'll put the crying obsidian on the corner, and then if we go through it, where are we going to go? Do we go anywhere special in the nether? Let's see. No, we don't. We're just in the nether. It looks like, yeah, there's nothing special here. Is there a broken portal over here, though, or a ruined portal? No. Okay, so I guess that was maybe just a coincidence? I don't know. That's kind of hard to believe, though. I don't know. Finally, here is yet another ruined portal. We have some blackstone on this one, too, which is kind of cool to see. And Bane of Arthropods 1, okay. Unbreaking 2. But some obsidian that we could take and finish the portal up with. Definitely enough to finish the portal. Can we use crying obsidian? Does that work? No, it doesn't work. We'll have to replace that. Either way, though, broken nether portals are a thing as of 1.16 This is actually a pretty big deal because, like I said, nether portals were actually never really suggested at in-game. You sort of just had to do it, figure it out for yourself, find out that it works, that it's a thing, but those days are officially canceled. And so, aside from some other technical changes and bug fixes, that is actually going to be just about it for the 20.16 snapshot. So, there were quite a few big things in the snapshot. Which thing is your favorite? Do you like the chains, the music discs, the bastions? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video while you're down there, do me a favor. Drop a like and subscribe, and don't forget about tapping that notification bell, turning channel notifications on. Today, I'd like to send a big thank you to my patron, Og's Peace. Thank you very much for the support. If you're looking for any of my other links, check the description, and until next time, Elites, stay fresh. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.